Today on the channel, we head back to the Masterverse with Masters of the Universe New Eternia, Ram Man.
The spirit of the warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Masters of the Universe Masterverse unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got the new Eternia, Ram Man. But for all your Ram Man needs and a whole lot more, make sure you're hitting up Big Bad Toy Store. Use the link in the description below, and that's exactly what I did. I ordered Ram Man. He showed up my pile of loot, and since I live so close to Big Bad Toy Store, it only took about a day to get to me, so they did some fast turnaround on that shipping, so I'm here for that all day long. Give me those figures faster. I'm here for it. But Ram Man, an all-time favorite of mine, going back to my childhood. Very excited to see this one in the little deluxe package here, and as usual with the new Eternia figures, we got a little 2-in-1 action with this figure. But of course, we're going to do this review and unboxing like we do all the other ones here on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. So without further ado, let's take a look at old Ram Man here. Ram Man looking good. Big deluxe style packaging box. I'm sure some would argue saying, oh, it should be a single figure, but he is a little bit beefier, a little bit chunkier. We do got a lot of accessories with him here. Definitely a cool looking figure, and I definitely love the old school Ram Man vibe, and then kind of a new take, a new Eternia take on Ram Man as well. So theoretically, could be a 2-in-1 figure. You might need to pick up 2 of these if you're a hardcore Ram Man fan, of course. But looking good there at the big window box. Masterverse on the top. The secret UPC barcode. We got the articulation. What does it say? 30 points of articulation. How about that? New Eternia, Ram Man, all that kind of stuff. He is truly the human battering ram. We got Ram Man on the side there. And there he is, looking good over here. Looking very svelte. This is like Ram Man before, age took over and he started packing on some pounds, because he looks pretty fit right here in this version of Ram Man. And on the back, we get the big old cross sell down below. Unboxing all these on the channel. Make sure you do subscribe to this very YouTube channel. On the back, you got Ram Man artwork, and then you got a little blurb. Let's see what it says about our old friend, Ram Man, the human battering ram. A one-man wrecking crew, the hard-headed warrior known as Ram Man can break down any door, crumble any tower, and even turn a mountain into rubble. For a price, of course. He is untrusting of anyone, but has a reputation as being a man of his word. The battle charger and last of the Stone Skulls searches New Eternia for clues to his long-lost lineage. So he's a man on a mission in many different ways there. And of course, we remember him most fondly from the cartoon, the Filmation cartoon. At least I do, but there he is on the back. Got a little cobblestone background like we're used to. A little gray brick and things like that. Then we get the old plastic prison. Oh my gosh. But definitely feels very skinny compared to Ram Man. When I think of Ram Man, I close my eyes. He's a lot bigger. He's a lot bigger. But this, we're going to call this younger version of Ram Man is what we're going to call this. What do we got going on here? Uh-oh, we're locked in. We're locked in with this vest. There we go. Pop that out. Handy scissors. Always handy. Always. Oh my gosh, we're locked in. I thought there was no twist ties on this one, but it's very deceiving. Very deceiving. See you later, twist tie. Got another one over here. Are the feet locked in? See you later. Oh yeah, of course. They got to lock those feet in. They don't want Ram Man jumping out of the package. I get it. I get it. And when I was a kid, my dad loved himself some Ram Man as well. Ram Man and Stratos were his 2 favorite, I believe. Maybe Buzz Off was in contention there. I can't remember, but have to ask him next time he's over on the channel here. Maybe get him to start doing He-Man unboxings. Probably not. Probably not. There we go. Ram Man, see you later. Get out of here. Goodbye. And we got a see you later there, a see you later there. Here, a see you later there, a see you later. See you later, see you later. See you later. Goodbye. All right, let's break it down here. Let's look at these accessories. A decent amount of accessories here. Ram Man came to throw down. He's got 2 fists of fury right out of the package. I am here for that. And then we do got 2 gripping hands. Makes sense. You need to carry his battle axe into battle, I guess. We got 2 big old hands here for him as well. Bigger than your usual Masterverse style hands. So I'm here for that. Looking good right there. Now we do get extra heads. We'll look at those in a second. But he does have a different armor plate. A little chest piece here. So this does plug in. You can store his axe on the back. I like that. Just plugs in over the character. Definitely gives you a different version of Ram Man. One I am not familiar with. A new Eternia one, of course. but definitely good. I like kind of the gunmetal bluish color here against the orange. Really, really does pop. Looks very nice as far as the vest. I don't think I'm going to be displaying him like this. Now, if this does go to my local Target, let's say, and this somehow ends up on a clearance end cap for like 10 bucks, I'd probably pick up a second Ram Man and display both versions of him. But at the $30-some price range, not going to do that right now, at least. But your mileage may vary on that, of course. But definitely like this, like the spikes on it, like what it looks like. It looks good. And of course, the iconic axe for him. Always think of this with Ram Man. All the way back to my childhood, I always think of this with him. Got some dings and dents on it, some divots. It's been used. It's been in battle. It's all a dark, dirty silver kind of color here. I'm here for that weapon, of course. Now we get down to Ram Man. We got 3 heads for Ram Man. Man, maybe you need 3 or 4 of these Ram Man figures. You need 1 in the box and 1 with each head. Possibly. I don't know about that. But we'll take a look here. Now, the first head we have on here is more of what I think of when I think of Ram Man. You got the open kind of face there, protecting the sides. Definitely looks like him. Kind of a big head on him a little bit. I guess we'd call it that way. But a big bruiser out there. Definitely like the looks of that one. Now, the second head here, this is him. He almost looks kind of like a samurai or something like that. But he's all protected. He's all ready to go. Definitely a different version of Ram Man. I think some people might say, who is this guy under this mask? But it's a masked up Ram Man. Very interesting. We got the key in orange on the back here. You got the silver helmet with kind of a blue lock around the top, then a blue little face paint in the middle there. Definitely interesting, definitely unique, definitely not my Ram Man, though, when I think of Ram Man. And then the second head here, or third head, technically, is an interesting one. I guess this one goes over here because the colors match, but you could also make the case for that one as well. But he's got sunglasses on. Oh, man, look at old Ram Man living the life. I got sunglasses on there, got a crown kind of with some sharp spikes on the top. You got the blue and orange, looking good like a young Mets fan here. Shout out to old Lenny Dykstra. Shout out to old Nails. Dwight Gooden, Doc Gooden, you too. Keith Hernandez, we'll throw out Keith Hernandez. Gary Carter, anyone? Hey, let's talk about those classic Met teams back in the day. Let's throw it all the way back to the Tom Seaver days. Nolan Ryan. Shout out to all the Mets fans out there. Now we're going to dive into old Ram Man here. We got the Choose Your Own Adventure of the head, but really straight out of the package is what I'm looking for. And this is my Ram Man, really, at the end of the day. First thing I said earlier was he's not as thick and big as our traditional Ram Man. Usually we got a little short guy, but very, very stocky. He does have a little bit of height to him, a little higher height than I would imagine, but definitely not as stocky. Very trim and thin and ready to go. I guess, like I said, this is probably earlier version of Ram Man, but he does got his big shoulder guards there. Big, heavy shoulder guards, protection. Got his big old helmet like we talked about with the head. Definitely a good-looking Ram Man from the top up there. Got a little peekaboo window in the back. Nowhere to store his weapon on this one, which is a little interesting. So there's no spot to store. But you do got a nice dark wash against all the silver on this pieces up here. You do got the matching shoulder in there at the top of the bicep, way up high on the shoulder. Then you do got the forearm guards on both sides in that same kind of silver look. And you got a little, bringing it all back down to the boots where you got some silver at the end of the toes. Steel-toed boots, I guess I would call these. You got some nice brown boots on him. And then he does got a very nice dress. We'll call it a dress here, but a nice red. Really does pop. Looks like Ram Man. An interesting look, but it definitely works for him. It's worked for him for 40 years now, we'll say. Big belt buckle with a skull on it. You guys know I'm here for some skulls. Talked about the 2 Fists of Fury. Always here for some Fists of Fury. Definitely a good-looking figure. This is one of my favorite Masterverse figures already. I can tell I'm really going to like this one. The more I hang out with it, the more I look at it and stuff, the more I kind of like it. It's one of those things. And we'll do a countdown video at the end of the year, as we always do. He does got those interesting pants on. I've never really understood what they are. They almost look like inner tubes, and they have a weird plastic feel to them. I don't know. It's like a rubber. It's like a soft rubber. It's definitely different than anything we felt with some of the other Masterverse figures, but definitely an interesting use there. Definitely something different on this one. No effect or anything. We're used to Ram Man where we can stuff his legs in and they'll shoot off. We always have that kind of thing. Not in this one either. Articulation, of course, head's going to be removable. Head side to side. Back and forth, actually more up and down than I would assume. He is blocked a little bit by that big shoulder apparatus, but a little bit on the back, but on the front, you get a pretty good down look out of him. Arms go around. They do just kind of have to move out of the way as those shoulder pads, football shoulder pads, whatever we're going to call them, do get in the way of the figure a little bit. Do got a nice bicep cut. Double jointed, pinless elbows, hits being played here at the table, hands removable, hands back and forth. That forearm guard does limit a little of that articulation though, I will say. We do still have a little of that looseness in the elbows. We see that with a lot of these Masterverse figures, a little bit of looseness in the elbow. Got the big hula hoop at the top, got the traditional waist. He can do some big old Ram Man splits if he needs to. The knees are interesting, so you do get that bend there, but you can see how it kind of moves that material. I would be a little bit worried of storing it like this with that bend. I could see this maybe degrading or having some issues in the future. I guess time will tell the answer on that one. Do get the boot cut, then you do get the ankles back forth side to side. Plenty of articulation for good old Ram Man right here. I am definitely here for that. Does he fit on a ringside collectible stand? Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. What do you know? He fits perfectly on those Mattel stands. A good looking figure, a bruiser of a figure I am definitely here for. Really like what I see with this one here. Very fun figure. Can't wait to dive in and kind of go through his different looks. And like I said, I'm not opposed to picking up another one of these. If there's a deal at Target, there's a deal somewhere, I'll probably pick up a second version. That's how much I like this figure. And of course, comparing him to some other versions, let's bring it back to the Origins. There he is, the Origins version. A little short, a little stocky. That's kind of how I imagine Ram Man. But very similar, but very different at the same time between these two. But very cool. Like I said, I really do love this figure a whole lot. And then we bring it back because you guys know I'm just a classics guy at the end of the day. We do got two different versions from the Masters Universe Classics line of Ram Man. And once again, this is kind of what I think of. The shorter, stocky, big bruising Ram Man. This guy a little bit skinnier, a little bit taller maybe, but still works for me. But definitely can't beat a Ram Man figure in any He-Man collection. One of the must-have characters for me and from my childhood. So there it is, all Ram Man, New Eternia edition. What are your guys' thoughts out there in YouTube land, though? You picking up Ram Man? You playing the long game? You passing? Are you an old-school Ram Man fan like me? Let me know in the comments down below. Of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell as we got videos every single day. We have a ton of Masters of the Universe, New Eternia, Revelations, unboxings going up on the channel right now. We got like 5 videos, I think. So there's a lot of new product hitting, so you'll want to check out all those videos. So make sure you do subscribe and hit the old notification bell. Don't forget to like this video like I did say, but also don't forget about Patreon for early access to videos like this, bonus content, exclusive content, giveaways, Q&As, you name it. Best of all, you do support the channel. You can also support the channel over at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson, and don't forget social media. SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. So for Ram Man, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.